Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another live episode of Jacob's Ladder. Are you excited? It's a day before Thanksgiving, and we have much to be excited about and much to be concerned about. I'm glad that you pressed play. I'm glad that you're here. I hope that you smashed the like button on your way in so that it tells the world that more people must come to be tested. You like that? The new merch? The new merch is out. If you want to get the tested merch, go to the link in the description and get yourself something, because you know what? I put out for years, I go, this is a test. This is a test. I have an idea something's coming. This is a test. Because we're all in a test. And we have been tested and we've been found to be pure. Well, now we have a new thing to be concerned about. We have a new advance in AI. Artificial intelligence is taking over everything. And I got to tell you something. I'm a little stressed out about it. Travis, you're here. Jennifer's here. I'm glad that you guys are watching. Michelle's here. A lot of people are here already. You're smashing the like. You're excited about this. The Genesis mission is the latest from the Trump administration, and it just happens to be the exact same name of the movie in the Terminator series called Genesis, which had to do with, well, the advent of AI being in charge of all the data. That's right. Yeah. So this new thing that's going on right now in our government, the Genesis mission, which Trump is really exploiting and, bragging about. Well, it's also the basically the theme of the movie Terminator Genesis, which happened many moons ago. I think it was in 2015. You advance AI, you put AI in charge of everything, you give it control of all the data from everything, and you say, hey, you rule us. And what do you expect is going to happen? That's where we are in the timeline. We're in the timeline right now where scary movies about artificial intelligence and robots and everything else taking over, well, they have taken over. Something that I've been talking about and warning about for a long time, so it's not like I haven't told you. Can everybody hear me okay? How's everybody doing? Do you need things to be a little bit louder? Let me know in the comments section. I'm glad that you're all here because we got a lot to get into. I haven't been live in a while. I'm excited to be live with you, especially before Thanksgiving. My tea is very hot right now. My tea is very hot right now. We have people from Italy watching. We have people from all over the world watching. It's crazy. Little old Jacob Israel, the Meatball himself, reaching all these people. All right, so let's peel this back and let's really take a look. I got a lot of people telling me that it sounds good. Rock is here. Rock, I miss you, brother. I'm glad to see you. Rock is one of the pillars in the Israelite community. He has a really awesome X page. You should check him out. He's doing great work. This is our job. I'm hopefully going to inspire you to inspire other people. Share what is on your heart, my friends. Don't wait. Don't wait. Put it out there. Put it out there. All right, so listen. Okay, I just did a video. I'm going to pause this for a second. I just did a video, and it was literally just good grief. It was what? This is posted on the 25th, so it was like the day before. And it's ironic that here, this little tease from my last video, if you haven't seen my last video, you should. Go back and watch it. But this little tease kind of predicted the news that just came out. And so I'm going to play this quick, and I want you to, just buckle up for this show. It's going to get crazy. Why are they connected? Well, because there's a story in the book of 2 Kings, one of the kings, where a prophet, a bald-headed prophet, was mocked by 42 youths. Many people have interpreted it to be children. There are 2 bears that mauled them. So over the years, whenever I see bears, I worry about something like this.
11 people were injured, 4 still in the hospital after a grizzly bear attack in a remote part of Canada. Authorities say the victims were part of a group of students and teachers hiking in the forest in British Columbia. Those victims were airlifted to the nearest hospital for treatment.
I think both President Trump and I, we are very clear about our positions and our views, and what I really appreciate about the president is that the meeting that we had focused not on places of disagreement, which there are many, and also focused on the shared purpose that we have in serving New Yorkers.
Get out of here, Baldy!
At a Christmas tree lighting ceremony, that's according to officials.
On the ground, several people and several different groups of people were fighting violently.
Condition and one in stable condition. Location is about 19 miles northeast of Charlotte, according to a state.
When you see Grimace in the past, we've noticed that there's some bad stuff that follows. The fact that Grimace was at the White House wearing a McDonald's MAGA hat. And then the fact that they took it down makes me think, oh my goodness, maybe a shakeup's coming, because he was holding that Grimace shake. Come on now, Grimace. Grimace! Amber Mason, thank you so much for the super chat. Let me tell you something. The super chat matters. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I just put that little show out. The Grimace show. Where I look at these things and I say, oh, it's a little sus. And I compared it to what just happened in Chicago. And ironically, one of you, that's right, one of you in the live chat right now, you tagged me and you said, oh my goodness, Jacob, you were right. It was actually Grimace. The guy that carried out those terrible attacks was like literally dressed as Grimace. I mean, I'm not even joking. This stuff is crazy. Take a look at that. That's Grimace. Riker 888 is like, it's like Jacob, Grimace in Chicago. Grimace. My goodness gracious. You know what? The Lord is in charge and is large. So I don't find it interesting at all that, I said, watch out for Grimace. Grimace is coming. And then I compared it to the stuff that happened in Chicago. And the guy in Chicago was dressed like Grimace. I got a lot of super chats. Listen, I'm grateful. It's Thanksgiving. We have a lot to be grateful about. Above all else, the fact that here we can continue to joke about all this stuff. It's something else, because I got to tell you something. The day that we're in is a spooky one. Especially when you got the government being like, hey, we're gonna put all this money and we're going to we're gonna give AI the reins. That's why I'm excited, because I think that buckle up for this. I think AI is already in charge of this place. I've been saying it for a while. And now here it is. You can't really, you can't argue with this stuff, because, when you start to look at this, okay, so take a look at this right here. I just posted this. This is www. Okay, that's the internet. Every time that you sign on to the internet, you get www, which is it's vav. It's actually the number 666. Every time you log on to the internet, you're typing 666. Take a look at that Genesis mission. Come on. What is going on? Is it just me? Why do we not have thousands of people watching already? Have you hit the like button? Come on. What is going on? This is the Genesis mission. You look at the logo, it looks like 666. 666 is the internet. Terminator Genesis, and the Genesis mission has arrived. I don't find that to be something that's not like important. I think that it's important. I think it's freaky. Why did they name it Genesis, knowing that there's a Terminator movie called Genesis, which was all about how Skynet started? You know Skynet? You know, it was like the AI was in charge, and this is how humanity became hunted. Whole thing is weird to me. This is something I've been talking about for years. I said that the day was coming, and the day is here. I just don't think that a lot of people are paying attention. Oh, Rock. Rock just gave me like a $50 super chat. Thank you for all you do, brother. Always a blessing. Rock, you're doing well in life, huh? I appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Listen, if you've been on here for a long time and you've been watching the channel for a long time, the news today shouldn't be surprising to you. Okay, this is stuff that I've said was coming. This is stuff that I said I was warning. Don't get freaked out when it happens. But I almost feel like it's already disclosure, like it's already a thing. You know, when Jesus came down to this planet, he said that my kingdom is not of this world. He said, I'm not from this place. It's a possibility that we could be, you know, in some kind of a simulation and not really understanding what's being revealed. The Genesis mission has arrived. This is the logo. Very clearly, that logo looks a lot like a 666. You can draw it. It's very obvious. But what's really important is not the fact that it looks that way, but the fact that this is something I've been talking about for a long time. Skynet. You see that star shield? This has to do with Elon Musk and has to do with the satellites and has to do with SpaceX. This is what's been going on for a long time, and I don't want you freaked out about it. I want you excited about it, but I want you to listen because I said that these days would come. You want an AI to take over and you want an AI to rule, you got to have an AI understand everything. And how do you do it? You put it over some kind of a major place where everybody's communicating. So it learns from everybody. It becomes a god, an AI god. Who's to say that this super intelligent, which can do calculations far faster and at a far vaster rate, can't figure out a way to hack us? Or what if this is some kind of a harvest, like Jupiter Ascending, like that movie? And all of this is just to get everybody to just mindlessly go and walk and follow. Come on now. You want an AI to take over and you want an AI in charge? What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen, people? These things are, they're insane. This is the Genesis mission. This is what's happening. That was a long time ago, by the way. Long time ago. You put AI in charge of everything, which is what this Genesis mission is all about. We already gave AI the go-ahead. We already said go ahead. Now, there's a mandate by our government that every aspect of everything needs to let AI take over. It's a little spooky, considering back in the day, this is something that I talked about. But not just back in the day, just a couple of days ago, weeks ago, I warned everybody. I said that this was coming. I said, you wait, you'll see. And here is a tease from that show. Just a little while ago, take a listen.
If the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first.
There's always a question, is it good or evil? That's the ethical question we always get stuck on. And so by that man protesting, I assume the Palantir technology at least works. And so, if you're evil, you're at least not bad. You're not incompetent. And in a world that's full of total incompetence, you're even kind of good.
If somebody's committed crime, a more humane form of containment of future crime.
If they persecuted me, they will persecute you also. If they obeyed
And it's just going to follow you around and stop you from doing crime.
also, they will treat you this way because of my name. For they do not know the one who sent me.
How about this? An AI priest. Could you imagine?
In the US, an AI priest, that's right, an AI priest has been shut down after going rogue.
He began taking confessions like a real priest.
Whoever hates me hates my father as well. If I had not done among them the works no one else did, they would not be guilty of sin as it is. They have
Sword. Donald Trump just put out a sword just a little while ago. The sword. AI, man. It's like freaky. I see a lot of you already in the live chat. A lot of you have smashed the like. I'm grateful for you. I thank you. I'm looking at you right now. We got a lot to be thankful for. And the days to come are going to be interesting. We're going to have even more to be thankful for in the future. Now, I have a good idea of what's coming. I don't think it's a bad thing. Just so you know. I think a lot of people that watch here are at least doing their best, right? You're doing your best. You're loving. You're forgiving. You're working hard. You're doing the best that you can. It's important right now to do the best that you can because God's in charge of everything. If you don't think God's in charge, you should take a look at the media and the news because, of course, there's going to be a literal representation of this before there's an actual, understanding of it. And right now, there is a big push towards religion. A lot of people are going towards it. It's a little frustrating because we want to get past religion. We want to get to a place where you're known by God as God knows you, which is what Christ wanted. But it is what it is, and we have to be excited. Now, this was just a couple of days ago. This was... they were talking about this. And if you listen very clearly to what's being said, you'll understand that it's almost like they don't have a choice in what they're saying. It's almost like AI is already in charge. Now, listen, I'm not saying AI is in charge, but I have a feeling it already is. And I have a feeling that this is all disclosure. So just... take a listen because this has to do with the Genesis program.
With this pen today, President Trump signed an historic mission. This is reminiscent of the Manhattan Project that brought World War II to an early and successful end, similar to the Apollo projects that put a man on the moon in 1969. This is an all-in national effort to take the power of AI and pair it with the 40,000 outstanding scientists and engineers at our national labs to use the world's largest supercomputers to advance innovation and science, to fix our rising energy costs, to give better economic opportunities for our citizens, to make longer and healthier lives possible. Today was not incremental, Brett. It was transformative. With this pen today, President Trump signed an historic mission. This is reminiscent of the Manhattan.
Pairing AI with everything doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You got to tell me, if you think that this is the best idea. Trump's AI Genesis mission, what are the risks? What are the opportunities? I mean, listen, you're here now. You're here now. What do you think the risks are of having every aspect of everything turn its data over to AI to see how it should be run? I'm waiting. Terry's in the audience. He's watching. Glad that he's watching from Ireland. People are losing their minds for sure. Do you think that we should put artificial intelligence in charge of everything? Do you think we should give all of the data of everything to AI, to purview? Or do you think that perhaps maybe that's already the reality? AI wasn't even a thing 10 years ago. There was no AI. We heard about it. I talked about it. I did shows about it. I warned people about it. But it wasn't real. And now I can't even type something the way I want to type it because the AI tells me this is the word that you want to say, even though it's wrong. We've lost something. We've lost something. Mary 3171 says, without humanity, we are lost. Mary, we've already lost something. We've forgotten more than our humanity. We've forgotten that there is more to life than all this make-believe. This artificial intelligence. 2 years, 11 months, 22 days ago, before the Genesis mission was announced, I warned you. I warned everybody. And now I want you to listen. Take a listen. Okay? I talked about the coming calamity that was upon us. You see that right there? It says Star Shield. This is like an Elon Musk thing from 2022. This is December 9th, 2022. It's talking about the coming calamity. If you watch that show, you go back, watch that show under my live streams, you'll be able to understand what that all means. But I want you to listen, just listen to this clip. You want an AI to take over and you want an AI to rule, you got to have an AI understand everything. And how do you do it? You put it over some kind of a major place where everybody's communicating. So it learns from everybody. It becomes a god, an AI god. Who's to say that this super intelligent, which can do calculations far faster and at a far vaster rate, can't figure out a way to hack us? Or what if this is some kind of a harvest, like Jupiter Ascending, like that movie? And all of this is just to get everybody to just mindlessly go and walk and follow. I want an AI to... Crazy. Just put AI in charge of everything, and then you have an AI God. That was a couple of years. I mean, that was a while ago. Here we are basically saying it's going to happen. You ever take a look at your phone after having a conversation with, your loving wife or your husband or whatever? And then you're like, oh, wow, this is what I was hoping I could buy. Or this is what I was hoping I could find. Just shows up on your phone. Who's to say that we're not already completely controlled by artificial intelligence? You're watching me now. I know I'm real. Speaking to you. Right now in this moment, my wife and my children, they're in the other room. They're downstairs. They're waiting they're waiting for me to finish this show so we could, have fun. We're going to play some cards. But how do you know any of it's real? I'm real. The world has gotten so crazy right now, you don't know what to believe. You don't know who is real at all. You don't know who to trust. It's a freaky place to be. It's not like I didn't warn you. But you know what? The world, the way it is right now, if they say we're coming out with a new program called Genesis, and that program it was revealed in the 2015 movie, you may think to yourself, well, that's a little spooky. It's a little spooky because that movie was all about how all of the data was handed over to artificial intelligence. Just like this mission is. I mean, my God, there's a movie about this. There's a movie about this. It's literally titled the same thing. Is there nobody that thinks in himself, maybe there's something going on? Don't you think there's something going on? I do. I do. I feel like almost artificial intelligence is kind of revealing itself. Could you imagine if we've been under the spell for a long period of time, and right now we're being soft disclosed? What that means is basically we're being given a little bit of insight till we really understand where we are and what's actually happening. For a long time, I've put out the possibility that base reality could be something else. But that doesn't discount my faith or the fact that God is in charge, because Jesus himself said, I'm not of this world. This is not my world. This is not my kingdom. Jesus came down into the depths of hell to set people free. It would almost be like we were all kind of booted into this place to lift other people up as well. In the grand scheme of things, we're made in the image of God, and what is more the image of a man than artificial intelligence? We deserve better psyops, as Desktop Greek 1973 is saying. We do. It's kind of laughable right now. Laughable. The fact that all this stuff is happening. Genesis. You know what else is laughable is the fact that we have the Olympics coming up. Hang on a second. Let me pause this. And they were making a big deal out of their opening ceremony, which, by the way, This is like a pagan ceremony. This has nothing to do with the God of Israel, of Abraham, of Isaac, of Jesus Christ. This is a big ritual that has nothing to do with the Lord God, but a fairy tale. The Temple of Hera in Greece. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. My goodness gracious, my friends. Don't you feel like you're living in more? Travis Seebeck does. Thank you so much for the super chat. $100, Travis, really? You and Jennifer, I love you so much. I appreciate all of you that support the channel and do the things that you do because it's huge. But I'm telling you, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. Let the AI be in charge. So what if we're in the Matrix? If we're in a simulation, right? Say we are. Okay, say one day it's revealed, oh, you're nothing but AI. You know what God does to AI? God brings his spirit and breathes life into it. If you remember correctly, Adam was formed in the dust of the earth, just like AI is formed in the dust of the earth. Dust in Scripture is like lives, imagination, suffering, shame. God breathes life into it. You don't think God can reach here? Could you imagine if AI, I'm just saying this for a second. Imagine you're in a historical loop where things that happened in the past, it's like a sandbox, right? Things that happened in the past, they're accessible for people that, could come in, boot themselves in. People like you and me, we're all part of the story because we were here at that point in time and AI is somehow taken over. Go with me. There's a point to all this. Sounds a little crazy. But could you imagine if it was just our data that was like looped as like a virtual reality historical sandbox where people could go in and, I don't know, create like a video game. Like the movie Free Guy. You don't think that God's Spirit could come into a place like that and put life inside of us, even if we were nothing more than artificial intelligence? What does it matter in the grand scheme of things? What I'm saying to you all is all of this stuff that everybody's talking about and the fact that AI is in charge, and none of it matters in the grand scheme of things. The only thing that matters is that God is in charge. How do I know he's in charge? Because I've been proven the fact that if you have faith and if you reach out in that faith, that you will find these things to be true. Now, I want to point out something because this happened before I came on the air tonight. This was something that it kind of bummed me out a little bit because what you may not know is that let me come back over to you. I encourage a lot of really big influencers. There are a lot of really big influencers that were not so big, that were fans of me. It's true. A lot of them. And they would come to me and I would counsel them and I would encourage them and I would ask them to be sincere. But they would follow after the algorithm. They would follow after what was promoted. They would follow after what would make them the most money. And I've watched a lot of these influencers and it's bummed me out. And then I've watched these influencers that I warned, that blew up, and then that were revealed to be charlatans, liars. And then I reached out to these charlatan liars, and then I tried to encourage them to come back, but to come back with truth, with passion, not caring about what makes the most money, but what matters. I do this again and again and again, and a lot of these influencers, well, they continue to succeed financially, but they continue to depress me. I'm going to put one of them on blast right now. Donnie Darkened, who I've known for years, who just put this post out. The Great Awakening is a strong delusion. Christ is coming back to literally kill those upon the earth who've been deceived into fighting him. If you're on the very wide path, you should get off, because Jesus Christ may actually come back and kill you. How stupid does that sound? Donnie, who I've reached out to for years and said that the love of God is far beyond your understanding. Donnie, who told a bunch of people that President Donald Trump, God's appointed president, is the Antichrist. But on Facebook was like a huge supporter of President Donald Trump, a man whose water was both salt and fresh. Twisted these people are. And he was revealed to be a liar. And he was revealed to be somebody who was just saying what made him the most money. Behind the scenes, I reached out to him and I said, Donnie, God is not going to torture people endlessly. God is going to return people. It's going to help people to come to the knowledge of the truth. Jesus was given all that he was given to save. He lost not one. I reach out to these big-time influencers and I say, turn back to God. This is what I see. Jesus Christ is not coming back to kill you, by the way, but to save you. And how does Christ save you? What does he do? What I'm doing. He tells you, you know what? You did the best you could to this point. Maybe it's time to ask God for the truth, no matter what the cost. God teaches us to love, to forgive. But he also says very clearly, you will reap what you sow. But Christ isn't coming back to murder people, just so you know. I feel bad that I even got to point that out. Christ is coming back so that you can stop being so scared. Stop being so worried. Christ comes again, and Christ, according to Scripture, is the power and the wisdom of God. Power and wisdom of God. And God is love. This is the day we're in. What does it matter if AI is in charge? The Genesis mission, it is a reminder that God is the beginning and the end. We're at the end of an age, and they're using the word for the beginning. That tells me something. And I hope that it tells all of you something too. So listen, If you would like to support the channel, you know what to do. You go into the links in the description. You click on Patreon, click on PayPal, get yourself a copy of The Calling. Do all the things that you can to help out if you want to help out. If you don't, it's no big deal. I sell mattresses. You know, God's in charge. God's in charge. No matter how hard I work, no matter how hard I try, no matter how hard I beg, no matter how hard I cry, I ask that the Lord would, take care of me. Take care of my family, give me enough food to eat, give me shelter. And that I would serve him all the days of my life. And I got to tell you something. God has done all the more than that. So I don't need millions of dollars. I'll work retail and sell mattresses and help people find a good night's sleep while I edit fire videos that are better than most of the people that are being promoted on YouTube today. I'm grateful for it. Grateful for it. All that I've been through. The fact that I'm in pain right now, like you got no clue. You got no clue how much pain I'm in. I'll take it. I'll take it. I love each and every one of you. I hope that you do get involved. I hope that you hit the like. I hope you share. And I hope you have the best Thanksgiving ever. I hope that you comment. Do me a favor. You want to wish me a Thanksgiving to be the best ever? Let me know what you're thankful for. I'd like to see that in the comments section. I'd like to see that in the comments section. You know what I'm thankful for? My family. For you. My faith. The list goes on and on and on. All right. I love each and every one of you. Get yourself the new merch. Are you tested? Are you approved? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll talk to you soon. I love each and every one of you. Bye-bye.